Hello and welcome back to Plants vs. Zombies. It's still nighttime, but we just got done finishing, like, whacking a bunch of zombies back down into the ground where they belong. And then this time we're going to, like, do some mushrooms. But actually, we're doing more mushrooms than we should be doing.
Alright, we're finally gonna do some drugs.
We should be doing more mushrooms than we already should be doing.
I'm surprised you actually you just didn't keep with the walnut.
I'm surprised. Honestly, I don't really need it, to be perfectly honest.
Right.
I'm very, very confident in my skills in this game. To not even warrant using mushrooms. Well, okay, mushroom. I meant walnut.
But now we also have a new zombie type.
Yeah.
Football zombie, because
Honestly, in my opinion, the worst enemy in the game.
No, I would say the Zamboni ones coming up later are worse.
No, honestly, they're a pushover compared to the football zombies, because they have way too much health or defense, whichever you prefer. And
yeah, but the Zamboni zombies are insta-kill for any plant. If I remember correctly.
You can take those out no problem with the right plants, but
True.
Honestly, you can take out any zombies with the right amount of plants. But the frickin' football zombies in particular have way too much health, and they're fast as shit, and they take too many hits, and they're faster than any other zombie in the game.
But that's why we have the new mushroom type, the Hypno Shroom.
Yeah.
Basically, it just turns the zombies against each other.
It turns the zombies into not zombies. Well, no, it turns the zombies into good guys.
Unfortunately, the zombie has to eat it first.
Yes. Speaking.
I think it's one bite, and it's.
Yeah, it's one.
And it's automatic.
Yep, it's one bite, and it's okay. Right, and it's just like that. That's with a snap of the fingers.
Okay.
Like so.
Well, right now he's just running away.
Oh, there we go.
He's just running away. I don't want to eat it. I don't want to eat these brains.
Mushrooms.
I don't want to eat
mushrooms.
No.
Oh,
No, it's more like
Fuck this shit, I'm out. I was just like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
No, it's more like, nah, I don't want to eat brains today.
Mushrooms are scary.
No, mushrooms aren't scary. He literally ate one and was just like, no, fuck this shit.
No, he went into the hallucinogenic state and saw the mushrooms as scary monsters.
Colors.
I can taste smells. Literally with it.
Well, that zombie's gonna be in drug rehab now.
Yeah, I honestly, knowing this franchise, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a zombie rehab.
I mean, he's gone.
Well,
so.
No, he's not. He's back.
No, that's a different one.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I'm surprised you didn't go just straight do it again for the Hypno Shroom.
We don't have that yet.
No, you had a choice between Hypno Shroom and the Fume Shroom, and you went for the Fume Shroom.
Well, clearly, when that one Fume Shroom goes away, I would pop in the Hypno Mushroom immediately. That's because, yeah, like I said before, that's gonna happen a lot in Desperations. So here we have the Scaredy Shroom. It's regular mushrooms, except it works exactly like a pea shooter. It works exactly like a pea shooter.
Only it hides when an enemy gets near, so it's not really that useful.
It more so hides when the zombie is on top of them. Then it doesn't fire anymore.
I'm surprised you did not go for the Fume Shroom.
I mean, I don't honestly. I'm surprised. I'm surprised too. I kind of forgot to even get it because I was way too focused on getting on showcasing the new mushroom that getting the fume shroom just completely like glossed over me.
And I take it you're putting the scaredy shroom at the back now.
No, I mean yes.
Oh.
No, yes, obviously. Being an asshole by saying no, because I'm a contrarian.
Yes, no, maybe so.
But yeah, I put the scaredy shrooms on like the very back row, which I should have done two on the back 2 rows, and then the sun shrooms on the other 2 ones. But
No, I'm more fine with one being for that row, especially in these ones, especially in the night stages where we have the graves.
which I also forgot to get the fucking gravedigger thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I said, I was too focused on showing the new shroom.
They're showing the scary shroom.
It glossed over my mind. It glossed my mind.
But you didn't forget to grab those bombs.
No, because those were a higher priority in case it got way too overwhelming, which it very much will be. Spoiler alert.
In case of emergency, use bombs.
Which, spoiler alert, it very much will be very overwhelming on this one because of the amount of graves there are,
And the fact that there's literally grave in the halfway point.
Yeah.
It's like Christ.
Thankfully, the zombies only spawn like at the last flag and not every flag. So
Yeah.
again, kids game, gotta do some like leeway. Even that's a good point. Even when this game is merely for like a younger demographic, there's still a lot of value to be had when you're not a kid, you know?
Yeah.
Like we said before, the gameplay has a very nice like gameplay loop, and the design and structure on it is fantastic. You know, and also the music. Oh my god, the fucking music in this game is phenomenal. Composed by frickin' Laura Shigihara of To the Moon fame. Actually, To the Moon came out after this game. This was her first game that she ever worked on as a composer. And my god, what a frickin' game to start off with. Because nearly every tune in this game has like banger after banger after banger of just, you know, amazing ass fucking songs.
Alright, so, like, I was gonna mention this last episode, but we cut the recording before I could. Thanks, by the way, Nate.
You're welcome.
I'm kidding, of course.
You're welcome.
But yeah, we mentioned Proton John, like, you know, that group.
Yeah.
I gotta share this again, because this is one of my, what I think is, like, one of my biggest accomplishments I've done, but you guys know that I do perler art in my spare time, right?
Yep.
Like, you guys, you've seen some of my stuff, right, Mega? Right, Mega?
Yeah, I've seen some of your Perlebead art, like, on and off, but to be honest, I can't really remember which ones you did off the top of my head, so... But... I have seen them,
so... Okay, I'm just was wondering if, like, you've ever seen them. That's, you know, what I was asking. But anyway, my friend Lunatic Fringe, he loves, like, you know, the Runaway Guys too.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember what year, it was like a couple years ago now, but they were going to be at a convention near where he lives. And so he wanted to go see them, and so he had commissioned me to do some perler art for the guys.
Oh, alright.
And, like, he showed me, he shared photos of, like, you know, giving them to, like, John and Nintendo Capri Sun. And then when like the con was done, like they're back. John had mentioned in one of his streams that my friend Lunatic had given him something, and he actually showed the thing that I had made for him on the stream.
Ooh.
And it was funny because I'm getting ready for bed because I have work in the morning, and so Lunatic, like, he messaged me, like, he spams me. He's like, get on Twitch, get on John's stream. He's gonna show something that I think you're gonna like. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, okay, this is like, I've peaked, like, biggest accomplishment.
That's one hell of a recognition, right?
So I left a message.
Nice.
Yeah. So like I had left a message like, I'm the guy that did it. Like, I'm so glad you like the art. Thank you so much. It means a lot because I had a lot of fun working on the projects.
Oh yeah, dude.
And then I'm just gonna say this quickly, but the other time my Perler art was actually shown in something was in one of the issues of the IDW Sonic comics, because I had sent in the Sonic and Tails coasters that I made. Like, this was during the 30th anniversary for Sonic.
Yeah.
Because I had made the coasters for two of my friends. We were going to get together and do like a party to celebrate the 30th anniversary. Yeah, lo and behold, they showed like the two coasters like in one of the art gallery sections.
Oh, that's sick, actually.
And so for my birthday and so like for my birthday that year, my mom, she had done something really nice for me. She had gotten the issue that my art was featured in for my brother. Like, he picked up a copy of the comic. She had it framed with the art of the clipping of like the message that the editor like shared like in the post about my art.
That's really cool, man. That's genuinely really fantastic. So,
and I gotta say, like, it helps like when like there are days like I feel like my Perler art, like, I'm just not doing as good as like I could be doing with my Perler art, because like, so I don't know, it's just sometimes I feel like that's just my mindset. But like, I just look at this like frame and I'm thinking I'm good as I am, kind of.
yeah, man, you do.
Sorry, I'm just kind of stumbling over my words a little bit.
You're fine. No, man, you do phenomenal work with Peeler Beads. And it's
beads.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Like,
and either way, it shows that you really do care about what you're working on, and some people do see that in you.
Yep. Definitely.
And
like, go ahead.
And coming off as like a somewhat artist myself, it is very invigorating to hear people actually like your work. So, like, as much as they do. So I completely understand where you're coming from. So, yeah.
Like, I always, like, I haven't done Perler art in a while just because, like, just with things that have been happening, I just don't have the time for it. But, for Christmas this year, for presents for, like, my coworkers, I made each of my coworkers, like, one of the Chaos Emeralds.
Ooh, nice. So,
yeah.
So, not to cut you off or anything, but I do need to bring up the gameplay again. We now have, frickin' ice rooms.
Why are the zombies dancing? Why are they dancing?
Well,
why are they dancing?
Well, that's the thing. They're disco zombies. When one of them shows up, four more show up, like to the left, to the right, to up and down, like right in, and the main guy with the afro in the middle. It spawns other zombies from the ground, like disco dancers. Not only very funny, but it's not only very funny, but also very all encompassing. And on that, that's why we also have the ice rooms. When you put those down, every zombie on screen will be frozen in place for a short time.
Yep.
And
Well, it sounds like they should really let it go. Thank you.
Jesus, okay. You know what? I'll let that slide. It's funny. If also cringe, but funny.
Yeah, as Nate
Anyway,
also showed off,
proceed with what you were saying, guys.
The cherry bomb is also a very good counter to the disco zombies.
I mean, yeah, to be fair. Oh, now here's one that's like here's one that's the cherry bomb, but extreme.
Yeah, leaves a crater, so you can't even
Like
rebuild in the area.
Nope. Whenever you put down a doom shroom, all five rows are covered. Or at least, or I think it's either all 5 rows or at least 4 of the 5 rows that are covered, depending on where you place it down. But yeah, it not only gets rid of every single like zombie like on screen right there, but it also leaves a crater. So you can't even place down like any other plant on top of it until the crater fills up on its own. So that's a nice little counterattack. Just it's a nice little caveat there, so you don't end up spamming it a whole bunch.
Yep.
Because if you could, this stage would have been over immediately. Like, well, not even. It would have been over within like what fucking It would have been over within like 5 minutes or so. Actually, not even 5. Like 2 minutes. It's ridiculous.
I mean, this is the second and last area of the night level.
Yeah. Yeah. So we gotta have something.
Also, you mentioned the Doom Shroom.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned the Doom Shroom, so I'm gonna sing the Doom song. Doom,
Oh,
doom,
God.
doom, doom.
Of course you would do. Of course you would. Of course you would quote frickin' Invader Zim. And also, I could totally see you as Gib, or Gur, not Gib.
Grr.
I meant Gur.
Gur.
I meant Gur. Don't worry.
Right. I can see you as Dib.
You know, I can believe that, but I'm not a huge conspiracy nut, unlike Dib.
Yeah. That show was just like so weird, but it was just hilarious.
And also very dark.
Oh yeah. One of my favorite moments from the show, it's like Dib trying to prove that Zim's an alien, and Zim's like just like, oh, I'm a human, I like pants, and then like the classmate's like, he likes pants, Dib. No alien wouldn't like pants, Dib.
Isn't that like the first?
The most randomest thing. Yeah.
Isn't that like?
I think it's like the second episode.
Oh, I thought it wasn't I thought it was in like the very first episode. But no, the second episode does.
I don't know.
Fit.
It's. Yeah.
I also just remember like I've gotta be. I never watched like Invader Zim when it was new because it never even came out over here in Canada at one time. I mean, it might have when we were.
It did.
When I was,
it
like,
did. YTV.
It might have been on like YTV when it was new, but I wasn't old enough to watch TV at that point. I was still like maybe 3. I was still like 3 years old at the time.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
So I never caught.
I also like the show because Go ahead.
To be fair,
Well, that's Doom.
to be fair, if I did end up catching Invader Zim when I was at that age, I would have been traumatized to fuck already, and I would just not watch it. Period. I would just not watch TV. Period. Probably, knowing me and my sensitive ass. back in the day.
I think one of my favorite things about the show I like is that, like, you know, Professor Membrane is voiced by Roger Bumpus, the same voice actor who does Squidward. Like, he goes from, like, this just kind of cheerful, happy person to, like, Squidward.
I forgot.
I legit forgot that.
I forgot Roger Bumpus was fucking whatever. I forgot his name already. Membrane. That.
Membrane.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, you guys remember, like, the Nicktoons games? Like, just, like, the Nicktoons games. Like, not the
Yeah.
Party Blast. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the third one, Gobs of Doom, like, that had, Dib and Zim in it. Dib's working with, like, the villains, and you have Zim working with the heroes. I think it was, like, I can't remember who it was, like, Sponge was like, yeah, like, you're working on our it was Jimmy, he's like, you're working on our side. Zim's like, I am an advanced alien being from the planet Urkin. I'm not evil, just curious. Just, like...
Globs of Doom, I think it's the fourth game, not the third game, first off.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, Toybots is
Yeah,
the
it's
third.
the fourth game. It's the fourth game.
yeah,
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
That's like the only like Nicktoons game that ever features like Zim. And it's like way after the show got
no.
canceled.
There was the
Yeah. No,
there was that party game that also had
Freeze Frenzy.
No, it was
there was Nicktoons Party Blast and then Freeze Frenzy for the GBA.
Party Blast. One with Cat Dog as the host.
Yeah.
Yo, Cat Dog as the host
Yeah.
is sick actually, because there's two hosts. Because technically there's two hosts.
At least with that, they get more respect. At least in that, they get more respect in their own damn show.
Which always like upset the shit out of me whenever I watched it. Like,
I fucking hate Cat Dog because of that. I fucking hate Cat Dog because of that. At least with Ed, and Eddie, at least Eddie deserves it.
at least like, at least Eddie, and by extension all three of them by proxy, deserve their comeuppance. Cat Dog is just living their lives like to the fullest, and they're being discriminated against. That's genuinely like upsetting as shit.
Yeah.
Like, well, it's upsetting to watch like in retrospect, because like back then nobody really paid that any mind. That sadly, they did, but they just didn't care.
That's cute.
Yeah, I know. I love the I love the messages that you get before the final stage, which we neglected to mention the last time.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine. Which we neglected to mention on the last two episodes.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
I will say though, I liked the Cat Dog movie.
Oh, the series finale
Parent
movie?
Great Parent Great Parent Mystery. Like, you had Billy Bob Thornton as like their dad.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's Billy Bob Thornton as their dad is actually funny.
Yeah.
You go from bad Santa to weird creature's dad thing.
Well, adopted dad.
Well, you wanna know what's really weird? There's that new Netflix movie, The Electric State, which is based on a book.
Yeah.
You have Woody Harrelson voicing Mr. Peanut in that movie. Because there's like an animatronic Mr. Peanut.
What the shit? Isn't that movie also just...
Yeah, no, like, I watched it...
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Maiko, or
No,
you?
go ahead.
Okay. Isn't that movie also just kinda bad? Like, not mad, but like, kinda, a boring slog to sit through, despite the premise being very, like, not boring? Like, whatever they did...
like, the first few minutes are like kind of slow, like, it kind of feels boring, but it kind of builds up to something.
Right.
Like, I liked it. I liked the movie.
I will be honest, I haven't seen it, but my mom has, and she said it was stupid. But again, I'm just going by, I'm not going by what anyone says. I'm just going by like my own thing. Therefore, I haven't seen it, so I can't really have an opinion on it yet. That being said, I don't give a shit.
No, I liked it.
That being said, when it comes to Star Wars, I don't give a shit if I don't have an opinion on it, because I'm sick of Star Wars. I don't care for it.
Honestly, I am too.
Yeah, as sad as my dad is about the fact that I don't care, that's just how I feel, really, about the franchise as a whole. But anyway, okay, we've already mentioned that Roger Bumpus is Professor Membrane in Invader Zim. Was he also Professor Membrane in Revenge of the Florpus?
Enter the Florpus? Yeah, he came back for it.
So that would mean that he was the one that said, "Not scientifically possible!"
Yeah.
Which is now just a legendary meme.
Yeah. I will say the thing I like about like Into the Florpus is like at the beginning, like the whole thing with like Dib and like Zim.
Yeah.
That was taken from like the first issue of the comics that came out beforehand.
Oh, the one
like the whole thing with like Dib being like yeah.
But by the way, for those of you watching at home, sorry for spoiling the movie if you haven't, or pretty much the show if you haven't seen it already in advance. I should have apologized for that, but anyway,
yeah,
but so the whole interaction with like Zim and Dib, just like the first time meeting in the movie, is like it was in the comics first.
Yeah, it was in the comics first, like that whole scene, like thing. I love like the whole like oh, like, you know, you'll have to like excuse me, filthy human. I'm waiting for the Dib. Like,
I am Dib.
And like it's like, I've been expecting you, Dib. And it's like it shows like for all this time, Zim's been hiding like in his toilet. Exact same thing from the comic thing. It's like, why were you hiding in the toilet? Like, don't question my people.
You can really tell.
Yeah,
you can really tell that Jonan Vasquez really gives a shit about his work, to the point where he felt the need to like adapt it verbatim from his own comics.
Yeah, he really does.
I've actually like read some of like his early stuff, and like, you want to say like Zim was disturbing. His early comics were really disturbing. Like, holy.
Yeah, I can imagine. And I don't know if I should imagine, but I am imagining it. So yeah.
That zombie's got boogie fever.
Yep.
And now it's dead.
And now it's dead.
And now it's dead.
And now we've got a lily pad. But there's no water everywhere. How the hell are you gonna plant a lily pad without any?
The lily pad mechanic.
No.
I don't like the lily pad mechanic.
Like
I really think these should have been free.
So how the hell are you gonna plant like lily pads on the ground when there's no water? Well, you're gonna have to find out next time when we're going to the water level, the pool water levels. It's the pool.
I really don't like the lily pads. They should have been free. They really should have been free.
I mean, 25 sun is not a lot, but
I know, but still, the mechanic behind it really should have been free.
I think the idea of it is that you get so much, you get like a lot of sun, and the game wants you to use so much sun that it doesn't feel that it would feel kind of natural to use. So I guess the logic being, make it like not as much as the sunflowers, just like half the cost of sunflowers. Just so you're getting a lot of sun anyways, but honestly, yeah, I kind of do wish it was. I do wish it was free as well, but it's not. It's really just like a kind of a nitpick it's just a little bit of a nitpick, but it doesn't really deter from the game as a whole. So
yeah, it really is. It really does.
So it's all good. The game's very well designed anyway, enough as it is. So that's why we love this game so much. We just kind of pick at the game's brain and all that.
Brains.